Alright, so I just continued my legs down there, and now what I'm going to do is just work on the feet here. So the thing I'm going to do is add an edge loop, and then I'm just going to bring it around as a strip. We'll do, try to think about like this as planes, and then we'll do this, and then let's say we just go like that, and then go here, and then how many did I do? I guess, I don't know, is it like that? Say like that, and then to there, and I think that's right? Yeah, okay. So that looks acceptable. Let's see, that's kind of the side, that's kind of to the side. Yeah, so this guy should be a little bit farther this way, and I'm just picturing this one being in the middle. Okay, good. And then what I can do is just try to connect this as well. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to put one here and here. Boom. There. Boom. Okay. And just try to bring it around like so. Boom. Okay. You can kind of see what we got going on there. Looks good. Then we'll go here. And I'm thinking that that won't be good enough. So we'll actually do another strip going right around the bits here. Good. And then I'm going to put one here. Boom, boom, and boom, boom. Okay, so now you can kind of see we fleshed out more or less. Now I might need to add more. Like I probably will put one here. I'm going to wait though, just because I'd rather try to get the rest of it done first. Okay, so now I got to do this heel part here, and I'm noticing, so these I think I want to pull down and have these actually go to the inside here, so that that's more or less the outside, and this is the inside, like the part that comes back in from the pants here where they're folding. So this should come more in, and pull you guys down. So I'm probably afterwards just going to go through and just pull all these things around, but I just want to get them at least close just for this part. Okay, so this obviously got to connect to this, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put one in between because I feel like we need that, and then we'll connect that. That looks acceptable. Let's go ahead and we'll put one here and put one here. I'm going to try and do it as symmetrical as possible. And I'm just going to put one in between, so it goes like that and like that. All right, and then we'll go like, say like that and like that, and boom, boom, and boom. Okay, and then at some point we're going to have to split it, so we'll start splitting here. Because at some point it's going to have to go across. So I'm going to say at this one here is where I'm going to do it. This looks a little bit too far over. I'm just going to bring it over so it's not such a stark thing. So like that. That looks acceptable. I got an extra little bit there, so I'm just going to go ahead and split that so that we can put that one there and that one there. Put this one here and this one here, and I'm just going to bring this out a little bit farther. Bring this one out a little bit farther. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this now because I need it for here and there. And then we can go ahead. I'll just connect this one and connect this one. All right, and let's see. Oops, I meant to move you, not make one. All right, and now I'm going to pull this way a little bit. And we're going to see, all right, let's go up this way. Boom, boom. So you can see you kind of have to just kind of go along and figure out how you want this to go. So I'm thinking if I pull this down, I could make that a quad. Is that acceptable to me? Or do I want to go like this and then go more like, come on. Why are you not grabbing? Grab it. There you go. Or go more like that. I think I like that better. So we're going to go ahead and just put this across instead. And then that's too far of a thing to meet up with. So we're going to go ahead and go like that. And I'm just going to move this back a little bit. Okay. And then what we'll do is go like this. Pull this guy back. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And then we'll see how these line up. And it looks like not. Okay. So if you look, I think I have more geometry above than I do below. So I need to figure that out. And I think, let me see, I have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have on the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 2 more. So an easy way of doing that is I'm going to add one here. And then these are going across. So I'm going to have to go like this and this. And then this, oops, not like that. Here and here. And then I think it was like this. Yeah. So there and there. Boom. There and there. And then one here. Boom and boom and boom and boom. Now it's a little whatever, so I'm just going to hold shift and just try to relax that out a little bit. Right, relax that a little bit. And then you can see it's too tight here, so I'm just going to relax this as well. Okay, so I'm just going to hold shift. Probably going to have to manually move these because these are getting a little warped in a way that I don't like. But you can see, right, got my boots more or less. These boots are made for walking. Okay, last thing to do is just the arms. And it's just going to be more or less the same stuff as before. So I'm just going to go ahead and we will put a face. I'm trying to think about how I want to go doing this. Let's go like this. And we'll just kind of carry this along this way. And then I'll put one here. And then we will go ahead and see, I have a lot of extra geometry. I think I have more geometry on this. Yeah, I feel like I have more geometry on this side than I do on the other side. So I might try and terminate one of those by doing something like this. Since it's the inside of the arm anyway, and we'll go like that. What I'm going to do is basically try to terminate it going this way. So like this. Boom and boom. And let's just, not that, move this back over this way a little bit so I have a little bit more. That actually was a bit farther out than I anticipated. Couldn't really tell from the perspective there. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then we'll just go ahead and connect this one. That's okay. Just got to go more this way. So this works out too because it's kind of like a pit for the arm. So that edge loop actually does make sense. And then I'm just going to put one here. And we'll put one here. Okay. And minus this just being so far up, I'm just going to move this back down. We would more or less have what we need in order to do our arms. Move this up a little bit more. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Now, it kind of depends on what you're doing. So if you're just straight up wearing a shirt, then I would just say go ahead and just go right back down. Okay. So for instance, my guy was using pants. If I wasn't using pants, like if he was like nude or he's wearing tights or something, so like this was, I needed more form around the buttocks here, his gluteus maximus, I would have made an edge loop that went up and around like so. Okay. And I'm actually going to do it here so you can see. Because I just want to highlight this muscle a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of, we'll call this the midline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. If I can get it to do what I want. There, like that. Pull this down. And I'm just going to go a little bit farther. And then we'll just... Well, actually, we'll wait on that one. Oh, we can put it there anyway. All right. And I'll put one here as well. Not there. Here. Okay. And then what I can do is, depending how far down do I want to go? Is that enough? Let me look at the density here. It's probably good enough. Then what we can do is you go like this. Not like that. And you'll see that now that's more or less kind of the edge loop is going around it, right? So if I want to add another one, it's going to go all the way up. But you can see that when I would go to, let's say, hit 3, it's going to create a more rounded muscle. Okay, I'm just going back to 1. All right. And we could do other things like that too. Keep pressing Windows instead of the one I want. So I'm just going to go ahead and go down. For these, I'm just going to go straight across them because I think I can probably get most of what I want without having to do that. And I'm going to move this over. Boom, and boom, 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 boom. All right, and they're actually going to have to go a little bit more this way. I feel like I wish I had more geometry there. Okay, so then we will go ahead and maybe, I guess like that. Let's get rid of this, I guess. Pull this one this way, like so. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay. So now more or less I've got that arm going around like that. And we could do things like if I wanted to highlight the elbow a little bit more, for instance, I could put some edge loops in there. But I don't think I'm going to be too awful worried about that. So what I'm going to do now is just basically just bring this down. All the way. Like so. And we'll just go to there. Good. Sometimes hard to get the ones you want. And yeah, I think I'm one short. So I might actually go through and add a piece of geometry because I think I have 7 here, which is like a weird number. So I'm not super pleased about that. So I will look to see where there is possibilities to add more. And it looks like the easiest one to add would be right here because I'll just go up straight to the neck, which doesn't bother me too much. Because if I add anywhere else, that one's going to go to the chest, which I could probably spread that out. It's fine. This one will go underneath, which is fine. But this one's going to go there, which I don't think I want to add more to, because it's going to go through the whole body. Now I could try to terminate that, but that would be annoying. So I think what I'm going to do is try to go to the inside one here, there, because then what I could do is, let me see. I want to go there or just go to here. It goes to there. This one goes. I'm just gonna do, I guess this. Not super happy with it, but so then I'm just gonna use the shift to smooth it out so that I can spread out the love a little bit. Particularly, I need to kind of get these to move to the back. You see how it's denser in the front, and then the back doesn't have as much geometry. So what I want to do is just try to get this to go the other way. So I'm just gonna hopefully try to spread that out. And obviously now it's really dense here, so I'm just going to spread that out as well. Spread this out on this chest area, like so. Now part of that's because I terminated here too, so but I just thought there'd be too many, so I didn't really want to do more there. So, but now I've got my basic 8. Now I don't have 8 here, but if you look, this is much larger mass than what's here, so that's totally fine. All right, hopefully, now your character might be different depending on what you're doing, but this should hopefully give you a good idea of where to start. The idea, so you can see, like I have too much here, so I might go through and see if I can get rid of any. Just feels extra dense in his back. But those are the kind of things that I might look at later. Anyway, so hopefully you get an idea. We have a general, generic sort of human, and most of the grid follows his arms and his the anatomy as well as just the surface well enough. Okay. Good luck. So this is as far as I want you to get, just the body. Don't worry about the hands and don't worry about the head and extra details. We'll do that in the following weeks. So good luck.